Hello students, this video is for grade 8th, subject science. Today we are going to start block 8, chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Our first LP is reaction with oxygen. The aim of this lesson is to classify metals and non-metals based on how they react with oxygen. The keywords are oxidation, acidic oxide, basic oxide. The resources required are 3 to 4 inch piece of magnesium ribbon, burner and petri dish, piece of coal, deflagrating metal spoon, glass jar, red and blue litmus paper, S1 of workbook, notebook and exit content book. Students, pause the video, think and try to answer these questions. What are physical properties? What are chemical properties? How are they different? Do metals and non-metals have different chemical properties? Now resume the video again and find the answers of these questions. Properties that describe physical features like color, physical state, luster, shape and size are physical properties. When a substance undergoes a chemical change, a new substance is formed. Such properties which leads to a chemical change like reaction with oxygen, water or acids are called chemical properties. Metals and non-metals differ in chemical properties. Today we will compare the reaction of metals and non-metals with oxygen. Students, you can pause the video and copy the table in your notebook. Observe the demonstration of burning of magnesium ribbon and coal for the formation of oxides and testing the ash and fumes with moist litmus papers, and record your observation in this table. Let's see an experiment which shows the nature of metal oxides, whether they are acidic or basic. For this we need petri dish, spirit lamp, matchbox, a pair of tongs, litmus papers, water and magnesium ribbon. Light the spirit lamp first and hold magnesium ribbon with the help of tongs. Bring magnesium ribbon to the flame. Observe that magnesium burns with bright white light. As it burns, a white ash-like powdery substance is formed. This is magnesium oxide. Collect it in petri dish and add few drops of water in it. Take a drop of solution and place it on red and blue litmus paper. Observe the change in color of litmus paper. We observe that red litmus turns to blue, but blue litmus remains the same. What does this indicate? The oxide of magnesium is basic in nature. From this, we can infer that oxides of metals are basic in nature. In the same way, we can burn coal, that is carbon, by taking it in glass jar in deflagrating spoon. And the fumes produced after burning are tested with moist blue and red litmus paper. Students, deflagrating spoon is a long-handled spoon with a cover which is lowered into a glass jar. You can see the deflagrating spoon in second picture. In the case of burning of carbon, which is a non-metal, we observe that blue litmus turns into red, but red litmus paper remains the same. This indicates that oxide of carbon is acidic in nature, and we can infer that oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. Students, in the figure 3rd, you can see that after burning, coals produces yellow light. This picture is showing the burning process of magnesium and it is producing white bright light. Now there are some questions based on activity. What did you observe when magnesium ribbon and coal was burnt? The magnesium ribbon burnt with a bright white light and lots of fumes to form white ash. Coal burnt with a glowing yellow light and lesser fumes to form black ash. What was the result of the litmus test? What do you conclude about the nature of ash and fumes? The white ash turned moist red litmus blue, showing that it is basic in nature, and the fumes from coal turned moist blue litmus red, showing that they are acidic in nature. What happens when magnesium and coal are burnt? When magnesium and coal are burnt, they react with oxygen to form oxides. These are called oxidation reactions. Magnesium forms magnesium oxide and coal forms carbon dioxide. How do metals and non-metals react differently with oxygen? Do they react only on heating? So metals form basic oxides and most non-metals form acidic oxides. Magnesium and zinc react with oxygen on heating, while gold and silver do not react at all. Some non-metals like coal and sulfur react with oxygen on heating, while some like inert gases, helium and argon, do not react at all. Why are sodium and potassium stored in kerosene oil? So students, sodium and potassium are the metals which react spontaneously with oxygen and have to be stored in kerosene oil. How can oxidation of metals and non-metals be useful or harmful for us? So first we will see the harmful oxidation reactions. Iron reacts naturally with oxygen in presence of moisture to form rust, which destroys the metal. And the fatty food turns rancid due to oxidation of fats in it. As a result, it produces unpleasant smell and taste. Now see some useful oxidation reactions. Aluminium reacts with oxygen to form oxide layer, which is blackish in color, and it protects the further aluminium to get oxidized. During thunder and lightning, nitrogen reacts with oxygen to form nitrogen oxide. This forms nitrates which help to increase the soil fertility. So students, what we learned today? We learned that how we classify the metals and non-metals on the basis of their reaction with oxygen. We saw that metal reacts with oxygen to form basic oxides and non-metals react with oxygen to form acidic oxides. Now this is the time for homework. Finish your S1 on the basis of today's explanation and complete practice questions 1 to 3 from your exit content book. Thank you. Have a nice day, students.